Hello friends, I'm about to record a series of videos that covers the 3 steps to manifest. Now I have searched for decades, done every technique under the sun to finally come to this awareness, and I'm sharing with you the most powerful foundation of manifesting so you can be the grand master of your universe. So let's go. Step 1. Clearing the mind. If you only did this one step, you would find your manifestations coming to you. That would be it. Number 1 is the hardest step for everyone to get, because we've been so programmed and conditioned to have so much mind chatter going on that it is the step that is just so overwhelming to most people. And it's a lot of the reason people don't get started and don't manifest. You know, we're not the manifestors we're born to be because of this first step, clearing the mind. It is all the mind clutter that we've had since our youth that has blocked all of our manifestations from happening. So clearing the mind is step 1. It's the most important part of these 3 states of being, because once you clear the mind, the other 2 steps that I will tell you will come very easy and effortlessly, and they're like the fun part, and the clearing the mind is like the down in the trenches. But it is telling yourself that it is difficult that will make it difficult. So the first thing we're going to do is make ourselves aware that we can do this, and clearing the mind is an easy and effortless thing. Because although it appears very difficult and very hard at first, the more you do it, the more you find that it's fun, addictive, and a lot easier than you initially thought. So how do we clear our mind? Well, we first do it by understanding a few principles about ourselves and about our mind. So let's go over those. You are not your mind. Okay, the first thing we need to know is we have been identifying with our minds since the mind chatter began. Many of us are so caught up in our daily thoughts, our monkey mind, that we forget that that's not us. It is a tool that we use. Okay, we are just an awareness, a silent being, and our mind is meant to be something we pick up and use as a tool and then set down and then go back into our awareness. But most people are just caught up in it so much that now they have to figure out how to stop that running train. But the first thing you realize is that that's not you. That's not you. Okay, you're an awareness back here. So we practice the art of stepping back into our awareness and seeing our mind out here, being the witness to our mind. When you have a thought, you can come back here and look at that thought. Instead of just being in your thought, you look at it. Okay, you think, boy, I've got a lot of stress and a lot going on. Boy, I've got a lot of stress, and I'm like, oh wow, I just thought that. Okay, that's the very first step that the initial beginner does. They get into the habit of that. So throughout your day, get into the habit of thinking something and then going like this. And then pretty soon you'll understand that you're this person looking at your mind. So simply form the habit of a thought comes in and you see it. And you can see it without reacting to it. And the better you get at simply seeing it, the more powerful you will be at letting it go. Because it's not in here. You put it out here, and now you can identify it, look at it, choose whether to react or respond to it. And that is how you will be able to let it dissolve and get in the habit of doing that. So in this way, we become the observer. Okay, when someone says something to you, Take a moment, take just a moment and realize that you have a choice of how to react to what they just said to you. In that way, you become the observer. All day long, become the observer. And like I said, the more we place ourselves outside of our thoughts, the more we can work with them and mold them and allow them to dissolve or do whatever we want with them. And once you're able to set yourself outside of your thoughts and realize they're not you, they're out here, they won't have as much power to block your manifestations. They won't be in the way of your manifestations because you could do whatever you want with them. You can let them dissolve and fall away and not be in the way of you and what you desire. Okay, what I'm about to tell you is extremely powerful, and I'm just now realizing this fully myself. Thoughts create feelings. Okay, you might think about your bills and then get all nervous and anxious about it. You might think about how lonely you are and then it makes you feel sad. So right now your thoughts are causing all these feelings. What we're gonna do is once we can put our thoughts out here and see them like that, then we can be a feeling being. Okay, that's who we are, is we feel, because our mind is blank. Now, from this feeling place, thoughts will come up. So now instead of being in our heads and it making our feelings, now our clear feelings are bringing up thoughts. So the more we can get in sync and in tune with certain feelings that we that serve us, that we enjoy, that we love, we can gravitate from that place and allow that to cause our thoughts, which will be more pure, more loving, more unconditional, more precise, more in line with the universe. Now let's go over how to fine-tune being that feeling being. Okay, now if you close your eyes and breathe and think about the feeling of love, think of a time when you were truly, truly loved by somebody. It was just love was happening. Okay, if you can recall that feeling and just feel it here, then let all the words go. Don't think about that it was somebody else that made you feel like that, or you were in love with somebody. Just the feeling of love. Okay, once you have that feeling of love, no words around it, you just feel it. And then gravitate from that place, and that's it. You know, if money is something that you're concerned about right now, get to a place where you breathe, silence your mind, and feel the feeling of abundance. Maybe a time when you were abundant, or just how good it feels to be financially free. If you need to go into a dream fantasy place, whatever it is, get the feeling of abundance within you, and then let it all go and feel abundant. You know, and then you can call on that when there's a situation where your mind might be worrying about bills or thinking about money. You can silence the mind, put the thoughts out here like I said, and then gravitate back to your abundant feeling. Let go of your mind completely, and you become a feeling being. Then you can call on that and gravitate from that place. And like I said, all your thoughts will just be more pure, more in line with the universe and what you really want, what serves you. And then you'll find that all those negative thoughts that you were having before, I mean, they'll come. You're working with it. It might take some time, but those thoughts that come, put them out here, gravitate back to your feeling, have thoughts from that place, and then your mind will start to clear. You know, go throughout your day with a clear mind as a feeling being. That's what I've done more and more lately, and I cannot tell you how magical the universe has just treated me, because it's being in the vortex, it's being in your center, it's being aligned with the true way, the true who you are. So this has been step one. Step one is clearing your mind, becoming a blank slate whenever you can, Any thoughts you have, become the observer, put them out here, and then learn how to quiet your mind and have certain feelings, know what those feelings feel like, and then gravitate from that place, that feeling place, and let all your thoughts come from that place. The negative thoughts, let them pass away. Be gentle, be kind, let them lightly slip away, because they're not who you are anymore. And thank you for watching. That was step 1, and I look forward to making the videos for step 2 and step 3, where the magic happens. Thanks for watching, and I love you.